everyone, my name is Deborah and welcome to my channel Stitch the Stash. Today is Saturday, May. That's me wishing it was May. It is Saturday, March 2nd, 2019. How are you all doing? Well, I hope. Today is a snowy day outside here in New York City. It's not currently snowing now. It snowed last night into this morning. For day 2 of snow, we got snow here yesterday. Woke up to it more than we expected. By the time I came home from work yesterday night, the sidewalks and streets were pretty much clean. Our garden, of course, was not. Our garden is always the last area to have the snow go away, even though it gets direct sunlight. But the city was completely clean. You never know that we had snowy weather yesterday. And then, of course, we got more snow last night, and we had probably, I don't know, maybe 3 inches. But it's warmer today, and it's already melting. Of course, we can see it, but the sidewalks are clean. The streets aren't too bad right now. But let's see. Tomorrow, we're supposed to get maybe more snow. Who knows? But one thing is, when we get snow in March, it doesn't stick around for very long. So hopefully the spring weather will be with us soon. All right, so it's been 3 weeks since I've last recorded. Let's see, 2 weekends ago, my husband came back from Greece. I thought that I might do a recording, but I was just busy with cross-stitching and relaxing, so I did not record. And then last weekend, the weather was not that great. We had a lot of rain, so the light was horrible, so I just took advantage of just relaxing and cross-stitching. So that I had that much more to share with you today. What do I have? I have some finishes, I have a new start, and I have a ton of whips, because you know, magical stitches. Yeah. We are in our 3rd month of it. It's actually my 2nd month, and I'm telling you what, I absolutely love it. Why do I love it? Because it gives me guidance on what to work on. I am not an individual who works with a rotation. I am someone who works on projects that strike me, that I'm in the mood to work on. But with magical stitches, I'm given parameters for what I should be working on for the week or the month, and I'm finding that I am touching projects that I don't think I would be touching right now. And so Magical Stitches is giving me guidance, and I'm very, very motivated to work on what I have. And I'm thinking that this is definitely going to help me get a lot more finishes this year. But you know how last time I said that I was not going to be doing any of the reading assignments? Yeah, I have jumped into the deep end with all of my clothes on, and I think I probably am going to lose my mind because I can't do it all, but I'm going to try. I looked at the extra credit assignments for the reading this month, and I looked at the ultimate reading assignments for the year, and then I looked at the ultimate stitching assignment for the whole entire year. I looked at what our alternate reading assignment was for this month, and you know what? I'm doing it all. I'm going to try to do it all. I figured that a book that I'm currently reading right now fits into these assignments, and so why not try to get some points for my house with what I'm reading. This current year, which is year 3, covers 2 months, March and April, because the 3rd book in the Harry Potter series is thicker, so it covers 2 months. So we have 2 months to complete all of our extra credit stitching and reading assignments. Okay, so yeah, that's just saying I have gone crazy. I've jumped into the deep end, and I'm all magical stitches right now. All right, so I'm just looking at Chloe. She is sitting in the window behind my computer screen, and I'm just wondering if she's going to knock things over. So she's got me a little distracted, but let's see. All right, so I said that I have finishes. I have 2 finishes today. The first one, which is housed in my Bitsy Bob. This is from Oh So Kelly. She is on Etsy, and I will link her shop below. But this is what I'm keeping all my threads in for this project. So what is my first finish? It is Little House Needleworks January sampler. Yay! And this is what it looks like. Yep, I am super excited to have this done. And I completed it with working on a Magical Stitches homework assignment. I had to stitch something that was a ghost. And I didn't have anything that fit that parameter, so I chose to do the penalty stitching. And I had to do 400 stitches, but I only had to complete 520 to get this finished. And I love it. All that white stitching, it's amazing when you are stitching for a challenge, how I was not bothered with having to do all that white stitching. I think it's super, super cute. Everything is exactly per the pattern, except I did change on the border. All these individual little dots were supposed to be this color. And I chose not to. I chose to just do all of the, this green here, simply because I don't carry my threads, and I felt that was just too much stopping and starting, and I didn't want to do it. And once I decided to go ahead and use one color for the border, I was much happier, and I breezed through it. So yeah, it's all the called for Classic Colorworks threads that came in the pack. I did not put my initials or the year on it. That's because I'm thinking, depending on how I finish this, I might put as extra on the back my initials and the year that I finished this. So it's on the back of the piece, but I'm not sure. But yes, so this was a $5 credit from Stash. Super excited to finally have January done. And I finished that on February 16th. I have not started the next one, but I am hoping to within the next couple of weeks. All right, what was my second finish? I'm housing all the threads and the patterns in another Bitsy Bob. I love this one. Oh, these flowers are gorgeous. And I will show you the pattern. It is Little House Needleworks, Little Sheep's Virtues Love, which is the second one in this series. Super cute. And this is what it looks like. Oh, hold on. Hold, please. There we go. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh, I forgot to tell you, on my January, this was a 28 count Lugana in wheat. And for the Little Sheep Virtue, I am stitching it on 28 count Lugana in mushroom. Okay. Y'all, I'm having some issues, pardon me. Okay. So here is the second one complete. I finished it on January 22nd, and I finished it for a Harry Potter Magical Stitches challenge, and I had to do penalty stitching for the assignment. We had to stitch on something that had a skeleton. I did not, so I had to stitch 400 stitches, and there was only 487 stitches to complete, so I went ahead and finished it. And I love it. I'm using all the DMC threads that are called for, and the only change is I explained last time that I had made a mistake when I stitched the heart. It is short one stitch, so for these motifs, I've just kind of stitched, I varied what was in the pattern already, so I love it. I think it turned out really cute. So this is my second finish in the past 3 weeks, and this is also another $5 credit from Stash. So that's 2 finishes. All right, then I had, pardon me, a new start, and my new start was Little House Needleworks piece. This is the 3rd one in the series. Really, really cute. Happy to not be stitching any snow. And we had an assignment, was it last week or the week before? I can't remember. In Magical Stitches, we had a busy work assignment. Dumbledore was away, and we all had to stitch 100 stitches. I think we only needed 50 people in each house to complete the assignment, and I went ahead and chose to do this. I had already had it started, and for the challenge, I put in 100 stitches, and this is as far as I have gotten. Not a huge start, but at least the 3rd one is started. And yep, love it. All right, so that was my new start. And the rest are works in progress, ones I already had started. Now, the first one I worked on is Tribal Cat by White Willow Stitching. Love it. I use this for 4 Magical Stitches assignments. And I ended up putting in a total of 1,008 stitches on it in the past 3 weeks. So here is a picture of where it was the last time I showed it to you. I am stitching it on a 28 count Lugana in black. It is being housed in my So Much to Love calico bag that I showed you last week. I absolutely love it. Super cute. Oh my gosh, these kitties are adorable. I do have it on a 11 by 11 Q-snap, and it fits perfectly in here. I love it. And let me get my thread out of the way. This is where we're at. I have gotten so much done on this. I love it. You can see I have reached the chest of the cat right here. Love it. This is the back of the head. The ears are right here. I love the thread that I chose. It's a DMC variegated thread in color number 69. And I'm just thrilled. I am thrilled with how much I got done on this. I used it for all of my... I used it for 1 week 3 homework assignment, 2 week 4 homework assignments, and then week 5 our assignment was a free stitch to put 200 stitches into anything we wanted, so I chose this. It's really easy to put stitches into this, and I cannot wait to get this done. Cannot. Love it. All right, so then the next project that I worked on is my Hayed Heaven and Earth Designs, and it is my quick stitch lavender roses. I can't remember where I showed it to you last time, if it was I had already restarted it for the third time. I think so. I think I had a little teeny tiny start on it. So this is where I was at the last time I showed it to you. Either it is from my most recent third start, or from the last time before I started completely over again. You gonna sit right there? Okay. You're okay. You're all right. Let me just turn that for you so you can sit there. Yes. She was trying to sit on my my scroll rod, and it was tipping to one side. All right, so where am I at? I actually worked on this for 3 magical stitches assignments. It was for something that we had to modify. I ended up doing a penalty stitch, so I had to put 400 stitches in. I ended up putting 416, and then we had a basilisk attack, and I put 416 stitches in for that. And then we had, in our week 4 homework, we had to do something that we had to work on 200 stitches for something that we had to restart. And this is something that qualified because I started it 3 times. But I put in a total of 616 stitches, and this is where I'm at. I love it. I ended up, I had said that there was krennic in this, and what I ended up doing is I replaced the krennic with B5200, and I love it. I've definitely got my groove on how to work on this now. I am parking my threads. I started at the bottom left-hand corner, had to think about that, and I'm working my way up and out. So I love it. I look forward to working on it now, and I'm so happy that I'm not gonna have to deal with the krennic anymore. I had read on the Heaven and Earth Designs website that they said that they had, for their designs that called for krennic, it could just be swapped out with B5200 if we chose, and that's what I chose to do. I've also decided that I am going to try to participate in the Full Coverage Fanatics monthly challenge of stitching 1,200 stitches on it this month. And the reason why I decided to go ahead and try that is because for one of the yearly ultimate stitching assignments, this qualifies for, and you have to put 1,000 stitches in it. So I figured if I'm going to put 1,200 stitches in it this month, I might as well put it in for the ultimate stitching challenge too. And I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Super excited about it. I have no more woes over it. Yeah. All right, so my next assignment was for February extra credit. And I am housing the project in a Made by Mama Joan bag, and you can see it's for my cat lessons. Super cute. I love it. And this is what the pattern looks like. It is Cat Lessons for People by Lizzie Kate. And the extra credit assignment was you had to work on something with words, and you actually had to stitch. Well, I don't think you had to stitch on the words, but I chose to. And here's a picture of what it looked like the last time you saw it. And I'm stitching it on an 18 count Aida in vintage country mocha. And this is where I'm at. I still got the little cat butt, but I have the rest of the words. When a hiss will do, listen before speaking. Super cute. And you can definitely see the two different color browns now. When I put it on Instagram, depending on my lighting, it's very hard to tell that there's a color difference, but there is. And I ended up putting in 560 stitches total. Super cute. All right, so now the next one I worked on, it is housed in my Diddly Daddle Designs cactus bag. This is one of my very first bags I purchased from her. Love her bags. And I worked on Fall into Winter by Ship's Manor. Gorgeous. I like to call this the fan favorite because everybody loves it. And when I post it on Instagram, it gets so many likes. And the winner of my 200 plus subscriber giveaway has received the package, and she sent me a lovely email thanking me, and I hope you enjoy stitching this as much as I do. It is an unbelievably amazing pattern. So much fun. I look forward to picking it up every single time. And I managed to fit it into one of my challenges, and it was for a February extra credit. And you had to work on something that was howling for your attention. And this definitely qualified. Here is a picture of what it looked like the last time you saw it. I am stitching it on a 32 count Belfast linen dyed by Ship's Manor. And it is called the color Mummy Wraps. And this is where we're at. Yep. I love it. I have reached the other corner. I have put in more of the little leaf buds and vine. I put in more leaf buds and vines down here. I have finished this snowflake. I had to put in 500 stitches, and that's what I did. It's getting a little washed out because the sun's in the window, but oh, yes. Now, I said in the past that this would be done for winter. Well, the end of winter, no. And I'm not mad about that because I love this so much, and I think once it's done, I'll be like, I'm excited it's done, but I'm also be sad. But that's okay. It will be done. I don't want to say it will be done in the first half of this year because I don't know. I do have it on, I'm trying to fit it into as many challenges as I can. So I love it. Yeah. All right. And then the next project I worked on for one of the February extra credit assignments, we had to watch Chamber of Secrets and stitch. And some people, you have to take a picture of your stitching when you first sit down to watch the movie, and then you take another picture when the movie's over of your progress. And, some people put 1 to 2 stitches in, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I actually tried to stitch. I watched it last weekend, and I managed to put in 101 stitches. It is housed in my Love You More Studio sleeve, in the donut sleeve. I love it. That's the inside. Every time I pick it up, I think of Michelle Garrett, Bendy Stitchy, and that's a good thing because she's you all love her as much as I do. So, all right. So, what is the project that I chose to work on? I picked up the Cricut Collection Spring. Yep. I had a little teeny tiny start on it last time I showed it to you, which right there. And I am stitching it on a 32 count Jobelin. It is dyed by Fiberlicious, and it is the color Dusty Rose. And this is where I'm at. Yeah, you talking to the birdies? Talking to the birdies? Okay, this is where I'm at. I finished the hat, and right here is a little snail that I started. I originally was going to finish putting in all the cream stitches here, but when I sat down to watch the movie and I pulled out my threads, that is one thread that I did not have with everything else, and it's in another project. And so I'm like, okay, I'll start the snail and I'll finish the hat. And I am not crazy with how these stitches look. I don't know. I might pull them out and put them back in. To me, they just look a little funky. I do sit with a lighted magnifier when I stitch, but that lighted magnifier is in the back room back here, and I did not drag it out to the living room to sit and stitch with it, and I think that's why I'm not really happy with how these stitches look, because it started getting darker, and I was having a little bit of a harder time seeing with my bifocals and what natural light I was using. So it's okay. I love it. I love this fabric. Love, love, love. I'm so happy that I chose to put it on that. All right, then the last project I have to show you, I have everything housed in my Bitsy Bob, my Christmas Bitsy Bob. I love this one. I love the vintage colors. Vintage antique colors. Love it. It's for this week's homework assignment, and it's a short week, and it's only 3 days. And so we had to provide a list of our top 20 whips. And we all knew that this list would probably be used for the upcoming homework assignments and magical stitches, and sure enough it was, and I'm glad that I went back and modified and took some things off and put something else back on, because there's one project that I am using for, I think, my extra credit or ultimate stitching. It fits perfectly, and I didn't really want to use it for homework, so I'm glad I took it off. Because I had 20 whips on my list, I got to choose the option of stitching 300 stitches in my 13th project on the list. And the 13th project was Lizzie Kate's Coming to Town Santa 11. I have not touched, well, I did touch it in January. Here's the picture of where you last saw it. I started this the day after Thanksgiving for the Coming to Town sale that Deb and Kef from Snug Harbor Crafts hosted. I started with them, and then we all know December happened, not much stitching, and then I picked it up when I went to Needleworks of Delight, and now I'm glad I got to pick it up this week because I realized that this can be a finish very soon. I am stitching it on 18 count Ada. It is dyed by Picture This Plus, and the color is Cherub, and this is where I'm currently at. I have a Santa face. I've done all the stitching this morning. I finished the hat. I put on his little pom-pom. I gave him some eyes, gave him some pupils. I backstitched his little mouth. Well, not so little. I put in his blade on his sleigh, and then I started down here and put is coming, and this is a little present. And I have 249 stitches of the 300 stitches that I need to complete by this weekend. And I'll tell you what, guys, looking at a pattern and seeing what you have left, you don't realize how few or how many stitches are left until you start counting them. And I thought, ooh, what if I don't have 300 stitches left on this and it would be finished, right? And to finish out the assignment, then they said, well, then you would pick your first project or your number 3 project on the list and finish out the 300 stitches. I'm like, okay, cool. This is going to be done. Yep, I'm 249 stitches of the 300, and there's quite a bit more to do. I have to do the 2 snowflakes, Santa Claus, the border up here, the border down here, the gifts, the rest of the words. It's very, very close to a finish, but it won't be a finish for this assignment. Yeah, I'm glad that all that white is done. Yeah, I do have a row of white here and a row of white there, but that's not bad. Yep. I have a cat sitting right behind me, and I didn't know she was there until she started moving. So that's, oh, hello. Yep, all right, so that's my last WIP that I have worked on. I have touched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 projects in 3 weeks with 2 finishes. I think that's pretty good. So I have 5 finishes total for the year, $5 each. That's, money going into my budget. I didn't figure out exactly where I ended with my Stitch from the Stash budget end of February. I forgot to do that before I sat down to record. I do know that I'm in the negative, and then I'm okay. I knew that would happen, but the things I purchased, I absolutely love, and I have no regrets because I know I'm going to stitch them. I would like to stitch them this year, and for how fired up I am about working on my projects and getting things done, I'm okay with going in the red. I will get myself out, and that's okay. All right. So that is all of my stitching. I have put in for the past 3 weeks, I have done over 3,892 stitches. So 3,892 plus the 249 I just did. So we're close. Well, we're over 4,000 stitches in 3 weeks. That is amazing. To me, at least. I don't know. I'm fascinated by counting my stitches. I was having a conversation with my sister about it. And then we were texting back and forth. And I told her, I said, you really don't know how much you accomplish until you start counting your stitches and realize, oh my goodness, that can get me close to a finish. And so then she started counting some stitches, and she was texting me back. She's like, you are absolutely right. Oh my goodness. These small 69 by 69 patterns, if they were full coverage, that's a lot of stitches. And if you can finish that in a couple days because you're motivated by challenges, yay. All right. Enough of my tangent on magical stitches. Everyone's talking about it, and I'm sure that you're like, okay, move on. All right, so what is next? I have purchases, and so let me go ahead and get everything resituated, and I'll be right back. All right, so now we're on to purchases, and I'm going to start off with my Coloring Cotton Fabric of the Month fabrics. I believe these are from February. And the first one, both of them are a Belfast 32 count linen. I get a quarter yard, which is 17 by 26 inches. And the first one is called Thistle. And that is pretty, no, it's coming up more brown, but it's actually on the greener side. Yep, it's coming up brown, but it's really, really pretty. It is like an avocado green. Very, very pretty. And then the other one that I received, it's just called a limited edition. There is no name to it, but it's gorgeous. It is coming up a deeper blue, but it's definitely, it is like an aquamarine. It reminds me of the Caribbean Ocean. And let me see. Nope, it's coming up more blue. It's gorgeous. And I see quite a few spring, summer, even winter patterns could go on this. It's so pretty. So pretty. All right. Then back in December, I had placed a color and cotton thread order, and they were dyed to order. And they took a little while to get to me, and that's okay. I'm just super happy to have received them, and I just ordered a bunch. So here is the first batch. Yeah, pretty true. Pretty true. I love them. So we have Old Lace. We have Fall Spice. We have Dark Truffle. It's a really pretty, like a garnet color. Very pretty. I have Witch's Brew, which is, it's a mauve color. Then I have Balsam, nice pretty green gold. And then this is Seaweed, a nice pretty, pretty green. Let's see. Yeah, no. Yep. All right, then the next batch are these gorgeousness. Blues, greens, and a yellow. There is a yellow in there. Really, really pretty. So we have Egg Yolk. We have Pickle. We have Caterpillar. And this is a little washed out, and it's definitely a brighter green. Then we have Glacier Blue. Again, it's coming up as a deeper blue. It's more of a pale blue. Then we have Ultramarine, more blue. It's actually a lighter Caribbean blue than what's showing. And then Winter Sea, which is bluesy grays. Really pretty. I just want to see if I put this on. No, it's still showing up too blue. All right, and then the last batch from that order are these gorgeous, yep, reds and pinks, my favorite. We have Dracula. We have Garnet. We have Carmine. That's pretty. We have Bing Cherry. And then we have Taffy. It's a really pretty pale baby pink. It's a little bit more vibrant in person. And when I ordered these reds, I was looking for Christmas colors. And, yep, make me happy. All right, so that was my color and cotton order. I know that my monthly thread threads are coming. I got a shipping notice, so in my next video I will show you my monthly threads. All right, but I did get my Victorian motto threads for February, and I have the limited editions, and I also get the primitive limited editions. So let's start with the primitives. This is Confederate Gray. Oh, excuse me, Confederate Violet. So it's a purpley gray, very pretty. Then we have Rose Pink Swirl. It's a peachy pink. Yep. Then we have Garden Rosemary. Yep. Nice pretty green. We have Prim Sky. Really pretty blue. Very pretty. And then we have Pasquet Flower. Really pretty purple. And then we have Soft Suede. It is a beige, really pretty beige. Then, very pretty. Then for the limited editions, we have New Peachy, really pretty peach. We have Avalon, which is this gorgeous blue. It's actually showing up deeper than what it actually is. We have Antique Maze. It's a really pretty gold color. Yeah. Then we have Cactus. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Really pretty green. We have Garden Club. Nice pretty green on the paler side. And then we have Vampire Red. Really, really pretty. Love. So yeah, these are they're pretty. I can't wait to start including these into my pattern conversions. All right, then I purchased another bag from Diddly Daddle Designs. She had put this on Instagram, and then as soon as she posted them, I bought one. I couldn't resist. Gorgeous Santoro bag. I have a couple of, I think they're Bothy threads, patterns, well, kits, and some Santoro designs. And I thought, oh, she's beautiful. She is beautiful. Love, love, love. And it's this gorgeous gray polka dot pattern on the inside. So pretty. And then we have the covered button. Really pretty. Oh. Yeah. You know, I can sew my own bags, but I can't get some of these fabrics. So when I see these fabrics, I buy them and I love them. All right, so then the last of my haul are patterns. And I placed an order with Needle Case Goodies on Etsy. And I had purchased the next one in Songbird Garden series from the Cottage, sorry guys, I'm a little distracted. There's a group of people walking by outside, and they've distracted me. So I purchased from, like I said, from Needle Case Goodies, the next one in the Cottage Garden Samplings Songbird series, and it is Have Courage. And I didn't take it out of the plastic, sorry, but oh, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. No, don't chew on that. Sorry. Little kitty was chewing on our blind poles. All right, so here we go. When I saw this, it was a pre-order, and I said, yes, please. I don't have the whole series, but I've purchased, I think, one other one, which is the Love one. But those flowers are gorgeous, and this is a rose-breasted grosbeak, and the flowers are gladioluses. So pretty. Love it. All right. Then I purchased from 123 Stitch. One of these patterns is from the last order I placed. I just forgot to bring it out with me to show you. The first one is a Plum Street Samplers, and it is Miss Bingley's Library. Oh, it's so cute. I've seen a lot of people stitching this right now, and I was on the fence over it because the part I truly love is the books and Miss Bingley standing on the books. Love it. Not thrilled with all the white in the building, but we'll see. Then I also purchased, I saw Fauna Pfeiffer, Twisted Stitcher, in her, not her most recent FlossTube video, but the one before that. She had finished this, and I'm like, oh, yes, please. It is Spring Delivery by Brenda Gervais. Oops. And it's very spring, the bunny rabbit. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous finish. And I don't have any Easter stitching, but I thought this would be really cute to keep out for spring. And I might brighten the colors up, but we'll see. Love it. All right. Then, remember last time I told you I had placed an order with By the Bay Needle Arts, and one of my packages was missing in the mail. I don't know what the postman has done with it, but Donna sent me a new package, and amazingly, I received it in 2 days, and it came first class. And the pattern is Stitch, one of her Stitch an Inch patterns. And when I was perusing the last two patterns I showed you, I came across this one and I fell in love with it. And it's the Stitch an Inch Fall. And they are so adorable. I love these colors. These colors speak to me. I love the fall, autumn, burgundies, burnt oranges, reds, rusts. Really beautiful. And I look forward to stitching this up. And those are all 7 of the patterns that you get. And if you do it, I believe 28 count over 1 thread, they're 1 inch. I don't know if I'll do it over 1 on 28. I'm okay with doing it over 2 and having them be 2 inches. But we'll see. Gorgeous. Love, 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 love. So happy to finally have that in my possession. All right, then from Down Sunshine Lane, I got the next 2 in the Harbor Haven series. I signed up for the pre-order in December. There are 12 patterns in the series, and we all know that Jan Hicks Creates, she stitched these and finished them on this gorgeous sky blue fabric. She has it framed. It's stunning, and it makes me want to get these stitched. So I have the number 5 seam and the number 6 seam. So you get 2 patterns a month for 6 months for a total of 12 patterns. And you can stitch them individually or you can stitch them all in a row. And I plan on stitching them all in a row. I actually have placed an order through Stony Creek for some fabrics. I purchased 3 different ones because I wasn't sure which one I wanted that I'm going to stitch these on. So whenever I get that order, because we know that Stony Creek is takes its time. All right, but when I get it, I'll share it with you. Then while I was perusing, I needed some threads, some overdyes that 123 Stitch did not have. So I went to Down Sunshine Lane and she had them. So I purchased them, but you know, you can't have threads travel by themselves, just like you can't have one pattern travel by itself. So I went ahead and purchased another pattern that I had had my eyes on, but I didn't know if I wanted to commit to purchasing. And then I decided, yeah, I keep looking at it and I have to have it. So this is by Blackbird Designs. It is part of their Garden Club series. It is number 3 and it is Honeybee. Yep, bees. Now they stitched this on 2 different fabrics and you can see that it is stitched, seamed together. I'm not going to do that. I don't like that. I don't like that. So I will stitch it as one piece. And I don't think I need to put a dividing border between the 2. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But this is my first Blackbird Designs. Love it. It's made into a pillow on the back. It's very pretty, very pretty. I might actually pick my own threads, do my own conversion. And so then I was looking and I found another pattern that I couldn't find anywhere else. I couldn't even find it on 123 Stitch. And I love the colors of this and the designs are really cute. So then I purchased Blackbird Designs. It's the Loose Feathers 3rd pattern from 2012 and it is Summer's Last Rose. I love this. Love, love. Those colors, the blues and the pinky reds together. Gorgeous. This is pretty too. I think I will brighten the colors up of this. Because I really, I'm not into the primitive colors because I'm purchasing them because you do need paler threads, colors. Finding my words, a little difficult. I feel rusty. But this is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So that's the same one that's on the front on the box. But it looks more vibrant here. Gorgeous. Love it. Looking forward to stitching them up. All right. So now I was on Facebook. I can't remember if this was, I think this was something that was posted in Stitch Mania. And I'm like, the colors are absolutely gorgeous. I need it in my life. I remember the day that I made this purchase because it was February 14th. It was Valentine's Day. I was homesick. I wasn't sick, but if y'all remember, I posted it on Instagram. It snowed. My husband was Greece. I had to shovel. The snow was extremely heavy and wet, and I did something to my neck. And so I was alone on Valentine's Day, missing my husband, lack of sleep because of the cats. You gonna talk to the birdies? Chloe's talking to birdies, so you're probably gonna hear her. And I was just not feeling well, so this was some emotional retail therapy. So what was it that I fell in love with? Well, it's an Ink Circles pattern, and it is a roll your own mandala, and this one is from set 3. And the one that I saw, I believe, was this one, these colors. and it was so gorgeous and vibrant online. But what's very cool is that they give you several different colors to choose from. So there's 4 columns, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 rows of colors. So that's a lot of colors to choose from, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do these. I have to pull them to see. But okay, so again, patterns can't travel by themselves, and I was feeling a little depressed. So what else did I purchase? I purchased the Just Rosie, which this was the first design that they designed. This is the first design that they designed that inspired the roll your own mandalas. I love it. The colors are gorgeous. Okay, so sorry about that. My computer stopped recording. All right, so like I was saying, I thought that this and this mandala could be stitched, and then they could hang next to each other. I thought they would complement each other very nicely. Yeah, they're gorgeous. Love, 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 love. All right, so what else did I purchase? Because those were not the only 2 purchases in my emotional support retail therapy day. What else? Well, you know, I just kept perusing, and then I came across this really, really pretty. It's called Love Letters Fractor. And it's gorgeous. It's spring. I am so ready for spring, but oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Those colors are gorgeous. I love those oranges. Yep, love it. But that's not it. One more pattern came with it because I kept looking, and you know what happens when you look is you find more that you want. And I decided that this one needed to be added to my collection, and it is called Athena's Owl. Isn't it beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. That frame, the gold frame, is gorgeous. So that's going to be part of my owl collection, and I definitely want to stitch this year. It's gorgeous. All right. So then I was watching, not the most recent, Lost in FlossTube. It was the one before it, I think from a week ago, 2 weeks ago. And there was a finish that I said, oh my goodness, I need it in my life. And actually, this is my very first Blackbird Designs purchase. The other ones from Down Sunshine Lane came after this one. And it is a Friendship's Way book. I had to get this off of eBay. I didn't pay a huge amount for it. I think I paid normal price for it because you can't find it anywhere else. I think it's discontinued or out of print. But what was it that I fell in love with? I fell in love with Button Box. And I love it. The finish, I messaged them to ask them if they use the called for colors, because the house on her finish I absolutely love, 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 love. And she replied and told me that yes, she used the call fors, and that what could be the difference from what I'm seeing is because they're overdyes, and overdyes can be dyed differently, and you stitch them however you choose to, and they can lay differently. But I'm not 100% sure. I think this was stitched in the overdyes, this model. But they also give you the DMC conversions. And to me, I don't see any variation in this model. I could be wrong. That I purchased all the threads because I love it that much. I cannot wait to stitch it. And I would love to finish it in a button box. And when the button box that they have, they open it, it's this cute little compartment box. It's gorgeous. It's super cute. I don't know if I'll finish it as a button box. It might become a wall hanging. I don't know. I will decide that when I finish it. I will be stitching it on the same size fabric, which is a 32 count. I don't. They call for a 32 count Mellow by Picture This Plus. I don't know if I will use their call for or something I have in my stash, but I love it. It's gorgeous. And so yes, this started my Blackbird Designs liking. Even that August bird is cute. Yeah. Alrighty. I did also purchase, I think it was also on Valentine's Day, because I saw someone say on one of the Facebook groups that Heaven and Earth designs were on sale. And I looked and I found, I'm just looking them up on my phone because I forgot. I printed them, but they're in the other room and I don't want to go get them. But I'm going to put pictures right here as I talk about them. So let me look them up so I can tell you which ones they are. I purchased Owl in Poppy Field. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I decided I needed to go get the patterns. I got off my little lazy booty and went to the other room and got them. All right, so like I said, I purchased 3. I purchased Owl in the Poppy Field, and it's actually much more vibrant pinks and oranges than that's coming across. I think it's the printer that I printed it on. But isn't it gorgeous? The artwork is by Anya Kai, and this one is very large. Well, it's not huge. I do have a bigger one, but it's 350 by 305. I love this, and because I'm having success with my quick stitch lavender roses, that I'm like, okay, I can do it. I can do them all. And I love this owl. It's gorgeous. So this will be my next Haid. I will be starting this one. I love it so much. But then what else did I get? I also purchased Owl Fall. Gorgeous. Artwork is by the same designer. This one is 300 by 274. And I just love the burnt oranges, and this owl is just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Hi, baby. Chloe's peeking over my monitor screen. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Then the last one I purchased, it is Little Wings by Jeremiah Kettner. Oh, stunning. This one is 400 by 521. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Yeah. I was on an owl kick. I love them. I can see them stitched and hanging in my living room. Not, well, yeah, I'm thinking maybe in this house it could, but definitely if and when we move into a larger house. And of course, that is assuming I get all of the 3 of these stitched in my lifetime. I need to stitch like it's my job. I need to figure out how to make that happen. Yeah, Gorgeous. Ah, I love it. Yeah, stunning, stunning, stunning. So remember, I told you my last video the story about the owls, and yeah, and then I come across these 3 patterns, and I'm like, hey, but you know what, guys? It's not cats. That's huge because you know me and my cat patterns. I love them. Yes, it's okay. All right, that is all of the stitchy goodness I have for you today. What are my plans? I plan on continuing. I need to finish my coming to town stitching. I'd like to finish that today because I'm thinking that I want to stitch on my Haid. The rest of this weekend. I enjoy it. And once I get into the groove of stitching on it, I feel like I can make some good progress on it. So yeah, so we'll see what else I can work on in the next 2 weeks. I will be back in 2 weeks. I promise this time. There might even be a 3rd video in March because at the end of this month, on the 30th, I will be flying home to Georgia to visit with my family for just over a week. I am super excited. I had posted on Instagram that my mother recently started cross-stitching again after an 18-year hiatus. My sister got back into cross-stitching not too long ago, and I take full credit because I think I inspired them to pick the needle back up again. So I just wish that we all lived in the same state so we could stitch together. But I'm excited I get to go home for a week and spend time with my family and help my mother get her craft room organized and make it more functional for her so she can start, you know, sewing, quilting, maybe scrapbooking again. So I probably will try to do a video before I leave. So you'll probably get 2 more videos from me this month. All right, I think that is it. I hope you all have a wonderful stitching week. 2 weeks. I hope that if you've gotten more snow, that it melts super quick for you. I hope those of you that are in the climate that is extremely hot, that you are cooling off. And I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Happy stitching. Bye.